Hello, welcome back. We are currently arriving at our 37-week extra appointment that we have.
Right where we picked you up last week.
Right where we picked you up last week. If you missed it already, our son was diagnosed with in uterine growth restriction, which basically means my placenta is having some issues giving him the correct nutrients that he requires, and so he is too small. It's looking like everything should be fine. We're just have to get induced. We have to see them twice a week until our induction, which is not that many times before the induction, which is kind of funny, but that's what's happening. So today we have an NST, a non-stress test, which we've gotten done before because we had a decreased fetal movement scare a few weeks ago, and so we went in and got this done, and so everything was fine then. So we're feeling pretty confident about it because he has been moving a ton. He is definitely a mover, so he's gonna be a little wild, I think. Just wanted to give you that update, so we'll see how it goes.
Look at this sweet parking spot.
Ah, sick. Alright, all hooked up to the NST machine. This one's a little bit different. It's a little less high-tech than the one that we got when we went to the ER, because it's printing stuff out. The other one was like on a screen, so we have no idea what's going on, but he's moving a lot. He does not seem to like the band situation, so I think that's good. Alright, excellent news. Baby boy is looking perfect for where he's at right now. So we still have our induction scheduled, of course, but we didn't have to do an induction today, which is kind of what they were checking. So feeling very happy about that. Lots of movement, and his heart rate is looking great. So we do have another appointment in like 2 days, I think, and that one will be an ultrasound. So we'll keep you updated for that. But feeling happy that he's able to still cook in there. So speaking of cooking, I'm currently meal prepping for our my postpartum situation. I've heard that it's just nice to have some meals that you deep freeze and then can pull out super easily. So right now I'm doing breakfast. So my mom is actually gonna come over tomorrow, and I think we're gonna do like a whole bunch of stuff. But I thought I have nothing else to do today until later this evening for work, so I might as well get this stuff done. So I'm currently making breakfast burritos, so I'll kind of show you what that's looking like. It smells really good in here. But I have no idea how to meal prep, so it's kind of difficult. This is what we're looking at. Austin has eggs, and I'm gonna have some tofu. And then I just have the tortillas set up here. Then I'm watching Love Island on the computer. So I'm gonna wrap these, and then I'll show you our laundry room. It's looking a little bleak, but this is real life, so this is what you get to see. Our deep freeze that we just got for meal prep, and also for breast milk storage. I think that's also a good way to store that. So let's wrap these burritos. I'm gonna get some gloves, I think. Wasn't going to, but of course we're out of gloves, so I will not be using gloves, but that's okay. I used to work at a coffee shop in high school, and they homemade their breakfast burritos, so it's kind of recipe based on that loosely. Wow, this is gonna make a lot of burritos. We'll see how my burrito folding skills are. I've been watching Love Island UK. I'm all caught up for US, so I can't watch that because it's not out yet, but the new episode isn't. And I've also been watching some labor vlogs for induction, so I'm kind of preparing myself for that, because of course induction is not what we envisioned for us, but sometimes that's just what happens, so we're rolling with it. Hello! Okay, it is the next 2 days from I think the last time I picked you guys up. It's the morning, so I'm drinking my 1 cup of coffee and I need to fold some baby laundry, and I thought I would maybe try to explain a little bit more about the story about how we got diagnosed with the in uterine growth restriction and what that looks like going forward. So, because I realized last vlog that we did, we just kind of mentioned it and then went over a little bit, but we were both still shell-shocked a little bit, so we didn't explain anything. So that's what I will be doing while folding baby clothes. We need to be productive now. So what happened is my belly has been measuring small. So if you don't know, when you're pregnant, they measure your uterus length when you're laying down starting. I think it probably starts middle of your 2nd trimester, I imagine, maybe for beginning of your 2nd trimester. I'm not totally sure. And so around week maybe 30, it must have been 30, my belly was measuring small. They have a range where it could be measuring or should be measuring, and there's like 2 centimeters below or above what it should be. So there is some leeway in there that they allow. But at one of my appointments, I was measuring 4 weeks behind. And so our midwife was like, okay, like she was very calm and like was very nice, but she was also like, you should really, like, we need to get this checked out. So we had a growth scan, which this is really cute. Oh my gosh. Which is basically an in-depth ultrasound where they measure baby again and see how their growth is, and then check your amniotic fluid levels and all that kind of stuff. And at that appointment, everything looked totally normal. Like they were like, he was in a normal percentile and my amniotic fluid looked good. And so they were like, you know, it's probably just the way you're carrying him and like there's nothing to worry about. So we said, great, good to hear, and moved on. Then a few weeks later, we had an appointment and I measured, this was, so then 2 weeks, 2 of my appointments in a row, I was measuring behind again still, which was expected, but I measured, my belly didn't grow at all in like the 2 weeks or 3 weeks that it should have been. It had like the same measurement. So that was a red flag for them, obviously, because your belly is supposed to grow during pregnancy. And so for this one, they were like, we really need to get you in today. The first growth scan we had, it was like, you can come in next week. Like it was just a little bit more leeway there. But for this one, they were like, we want you to come back today and do the scan. So that was a little bit scarier. Yeah, so for that one, he was measuring 14th percentile, which again is so the in uterine growth restriction is anything below the 12th or the 10th percentile. So 14th was looking good. My amniotic fluid was low, not too low, but low enough that they were like, we need to keep an eye on your fluid levels. So that sounds great. And so they scheduled another scan to check my fluid levels. I think it would have been 2 weeks later. 2 weeks rolls around, we go for our scan, and my fluid levels looked totally normal, which was very encouraging. They were up actually even from the scan, and so we were like, great, we're in the clear. We were under the impression that they did a growth scan, but because they mentioned, the tech mentioned something about him being in the 23rd percentile, so we were like, oh sweet, that's great. It turns out that was not the case. They did not do a growth scan. I think we must have been the ones that asked what percentile he was because we were just curious. And so she told us, but it was not accurate or something. She wasn't supposed to check the percentile. So they scheduled us for another growth scan a month since our previous one, because that's when it's most accurate, which is the one we had at our most recent, or our appointment where we were diagnosed with it. So then at this last appointment, we found out that he was in the 8th percentile, and my fluid levels are also in the 8th percentile, and so it's all around, that's just too small of a situation going on. Basically, in uterine growth restriction is that they don't know why it always happens, but it's basically that my placenta is not providing enough nutrients for baby right now, so he's not able to grow as much as he should be growing. And they said again that like there's no reason why, they just don't know why it happens. Also, this is so cute, look at these little they don't know why it happens. And since then I've met a few people like in my life that also had this, so that was kind of encouraging. I didn't know that they also had this situation with some of their kids. That's the story, the timeline of how it all happened. It actually ends up being, I think, a blessing that we thought we were totally in the clear for like a month, because otherwise we would have just been really stressed this whole time not knowing. And so we thought we were like Jay chillin', and we were not. So actually very thankful that we misunderstood the information that we were getting. So and again, it was never the midwife's fault or anything. We asked the question, the tech, and she answered it. Moving forward now, we do have an induction scheduled, like I mentioned. So our next appointment is to check my fluid levels. That's kind of the update. All right, it's a little bit later in the day now. I got a ton done, which I feel super great about. Most of it in the form of content creation. I made a bunch of TikToks and stuff like that. But we also got a new couch. I put together a little play gym that I'll show you. And now I'm gonna go run some errands. So I need to return a few things that I have been just needing to return. So I'm gonna head to Kohl's. If you've never done the Kohl's Amazon return, it's like the nicest thing ever. You just walk into Kohl's and they just return the items for you. Super nice. One of the things that I need to return is a nursing bras that I got that I just don't like. I ordered them in 2 different sizes and both of them just didn't feel like, they felt too tight. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is, if it's me or if it's the bra or what, but I think I'm just gonna go try some on at Target or something, because I just feel like if I'm gonna have to wear them all the time, I want them to be very comfortable. So that's what we're doing. And this is the cute little play gym that I made. Isn't it so cute? Oh my gosh, I love it. Arlo really liked it too. Did you like it, buddy? We did also get a new couch today, which is awesome. Not new, but new to us. Big L couch, which I'm super excited about. We had this tiny, dinky little couch that was so over and was really not looking forward to using while having a newborn and postpartum and all that. So feeling very grateful that we have a new couch. Let's go. These are the best because they don't have the snaps. So those are the ones I'm gonna try, except for the snaps are kind of annoying. We are currently at our very own dog park that we've sort of found. It's at the university that's near where we live, and it's walkable. We can walk
Arlo,
there.
come here. So
we take Arlo here, and there's a big grass area that we can throw the ball for him, and he can be off leash. So it's really nice and fun.
Yeah, look at here he comes. Good boy. Leave it. That's good boy. Get some water, dude. He's not ready.
We were just talking about how one day we'll come with our little boy to the same park and throw the ball for Arlo. And we'll have, wow, that was Arlo's tail. We'll have either a little stroller or he'll be strapped to our chest, or I don't know, it's just gonna be so fun. But right now it's just the 2 of us and Arlo. We just have kind of been spending the day together. We had like a really nice lunch, just the 2 of us, and we spent the morning doing some like nesting and cleaning stuff, just getting ready for baby. So it's just crazy like how soon we're actually having this baby. I can't even wrap my mind around it even a little bit. So we're just trying to soak in every moment with just the 2 of us before the duo becomes a trio.
I'm tired. Tired. Today has been a great day. All we did, we nested. Jana got me in on that. We cleaned the house. The house is pretty much ready for a baby. We took Arlo to play. We got some work stuff done. I think it's gonna be so fun to add a little baby to our mix. How fun will this be? I think Jana said something earlier, but how fun it will be for us to walk over here with a baby and play with our puppy.
He's cooked.
Oh yeah, he's tired. Yeah, today's a good day. Hope everyone else has had a good day today.
38, almost 38 weeks.
38 or 37 in 5 days.
They say it's the belly of a 34-year-old or 34.
What?
34-week-old.
I love you.
Love you too.